Welcome to your favorite daily show. I am your host, Adenika Adekahunsi, and this is my co-host,
Jalissa Garcia.
Today we have a lot of news to inform you guys on in our world today of the 1920s.
Let's get started on the bubonic plague that has spread in India. Bubonic plague is back as India is being struck by a series of major epidemics: malaria, cholera, Spanish influenza, and the bubonic plague. For a complex medley of reasons, the plague especially caused a long-term crisis in the history of state medicine. For a quarter of a century, plague was a major killer and caused an estimated 10 million deaths.
Moving on, our first commercial radio broadcast has been aired. I guess we don't need a paperboy anymore. Shout out to our first station, KDKA, which has made its debut on November 2nd. After technology advancements made in World War I, radio companies can sell and build ready-made machines. Broadcasting has been born, and we are now the golden age of radio. With the radio, all of you can advertise your successful project. Be able to obtain news quickly, hear the same songs across the world. We'll be able to listen to our favorite guest speakers and heroes.
Okay, moving on to the Harlem Renaissance. You know what? Actually, Nikki, do you want to talk about this?
Do I want to talk about the Harlem? Why? It's because my skin color is brown, isn't it?
No, actually not at all. Maybe because of your background, like
my background, the ground behind my back.
You know what, Nikki? Maybe I should just.
I thought so.
Actually, I should just keep going. Okay, let me continue this then. Anyways, the Harlem Renaissance is one of the first movements in American history where the voices that were relegated to the margins strove to be heard and demanded to be brought in the center. Rather than this difference being a source of shame and private grief, the Harlem Renaissance brought it out in the open, owning it, and through the demand to be heard, empowered all those who participated in the Harlem Renaissance through writing, reading, or believing in its ideals.
Unfortunately, we have lost the lives of one of our revolutionary leaders, Pancho Villa.
You mean Pancho Villa?
Pancho Villa. Isn't this like your cousin or something? Do you want to talk about your cousin?
Really? Do you just assume that we're like all family or something?
Okay, you know what? The Mexican Robin Hood, okay, he advocated for the poor and wanted agrarian reform. Though he was a killer, this man was a murderer, okay, a bandit, but yet a revolutionary leader. Many remember him as a folk hero. Pancho Villa was also responsible for a raid on Columbus, New Mexico, about 4 years back in 1916, which was the first attack on U.S. soil.
And lastly, we'll move on to our last topic in the news today. The recently passed 19th Amendment allowed women to vote. Wow, such a huge accomplishment for women after they've been fighting for their rights for almost 100 years now. Passed by Congress last year and ratified on August this year, the 19th Amendment guaranteed all American women the right to vote. Achieving this milestone required a lengthy and difficult struggle. Victory took decades of agitation and protest. Beginning in the mid-19th century, several generations of women suffrage supporters lectured, wrote, marched, lobbied, and practiced civil disobedience to achieve what many Americans considered a radical change of the Constitution. Few early supporters lived to see final victory this year. Men obviously underestimated women.
Thank you so much for tuning into your favorite daily show today. Once again, I am your host, Adenika Adekahunsi, and my co-host. We are trying to close right now.
Wait, we're still on air? I thought we finished already. Oh well. Anyways, I'm your co-host Jalissa Garcia. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome to the Okay. Moving on. The
Plague is back. As India is being struck by a series of major epidemics: malaria, cholera.
Okay, so this is a testing photo to see how the lighting is. So we're gonna stop it now so we can see how the lighting